introduce you to a new segment called Betting with Billy. All right, let's do it. Yes. Good evening, folks. Bob and Mike are here with your quick fix for sports betting. And we got a friend Billy with us, and we're excited, as always, to have him. You've been seeing him with his videos and what have you, and all of his your YouTube thumbnails are very cool, by the way. I just want to tell you that. You want to get a couple 3 months of OddsJam? Email me, bob@oddsjam.com. I got the hookup. Mike's got the hookup too. You can email him at mike@oddsjam.com. And don't forget about the OddsJam Affiliate Program, partner program. Billy can tell you about it. It's going to make you some money. Get in there right now. We've got the link below in the description. Okay, so let's do it. All right. And before we get going anywhere, I got to tell you what's going on in the golf tournament, because that's important. All right. Good evening, folks. And let's see. All right. So Morikawa is tied for third. Here's what Tony and I, the golf gurus, have. Scheffler, Schauffele, Morikawa, Finau, and Fitzpatrick. Outrights, Rahm and Harmon, top five. Not looking very good with those two right now. And Scheffler, Schauffele, Morikawa, Straka in top 10, and then top 20, Fleetwood, Burns, Finau, Fitzpatrick, Harmon, on Poston, Kim, and McCarthy. This tournament's been all over the place, but we're let's see, what do we got? We've got 14 golfers in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nobody misses the cut in this tournament, by the way. Okay, this is the FedEx Cup, so you're not in danger of missing the cut. And right now,
Spieth in the lead. I know that, Bob.
Yeah, right. 8 of the 14 golfers that we have picked are in money position. So that's a good start to a golf tournament. It's the first round.
Spieth came out firing today.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He and got that chip in. I can't remember what hole it was, but a very nice chip in. And as you know, Mike and Billy, we have golf picks plays now added to OddsJam for the DFS platforms like Price Picks. So that's a whole nother story. Although
I had an underdog fantasy slip today with Fleetwood to make 4 birdies or more. The slip didn't hit, but he did hit on that. So that was helpful.
Yes. So very good. And those are on the optimizer, are they not? Am I correct? Okay. All right. In the meantime, we got NFL football tonight. And as always, baseball. Mike, once again, hey, Tristan. You know what? Tristan, he's all over Scotty Scheffler today because Scotty couldn't make a putt. And I told him, he had messaged me about Scotty having, making birdies today. And I said, no, leave him alone. Stay away from him. And sure enough, he struggled today. But he's a great golfer. He's probably tee to green the best golfer in the world right now. Really is. But once again, one thing I want you all to remember, those picks are out there. We put them out there. Tony's got them out there, the golf gurus. There is no cut in this tournament, okay? What this means is somebody can get hot in the third round and put themselves in position for the money, whether it's top 10, top 20.
Yeah, that was he did cash, Bob, for him.
Good for you. I stayed away from it. I stayed away from all of that stuff. I'm just going after the picks right now. All right. Now, Mike, we haven't hit a parlay. Once again, last night's parlay didn't hit. So all the pressure is on Billy. And, if it doesn't hit tonight.
No pressure on you, though, right?
Yeah. No.
I mean, if I come on as a guest every now and then, we got to change the title of the show to the Corner Boys instead of the Sports. I mean, Bob, we just got to get you in the corner, and
Yeah.
we got
Yeah. Okay.
This is
Okay.
This is the betting corner right here.
Yeah, there you go. The betting corner.
Yep.
All right. You know what, Mike? Why don't you start your own show called The Betting Corner?
I mean, yeah, and Billy can be on it. I mean, me and Billy can host the show, The Betting Corner. Yeah, I mean,
There you go. There you go. You guys got it.
Yeah.
Start your own YouTube channel, and
Yep.
I'll let you know what. I'll let you guys put it on our YouTube channel. How's that?
hashtag cornered. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. Anyway, I want to get this parlay thing going in the right direction, so I'm just going to start it off. All right.
Okay.
We're
Okay.
each going to make a pick. I have a couple of different ways to go. You guys can tell me what you think about this. Let me get out of the European Union now, back into Illinois.
yeah.
Bob, what are you doing over in Europe right now?
I was in Hungary and Romania earlier today.
Trying to take advantage of some sign-up bonuses, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Man, I got to tell you, there ain't no sign-up bonuses. They're like $20 in the UK.
Yeah.
That's your sign. They're not good at all. So, all right. I got to tell you, I really don't know where to go with this, but I'm going to start off here with the Dodgers and Rockies, and I'm
There goes my
probably going to go. I'm sorry. I'm probably
No, it's all right. Hard Rock has Dodgers minus 165, minus 1.5. So that's why I was like, oh, that's good. That's a steal.
Oh yeah, well that. Bob's going to go a step further.
All right.
I'm going to alternate lines in the run line. Rockies in town. You guys are going to think I'm crazy. I don't care.
Well, you are crazy, but
I don't care if you do think I'm crazy. I am taking the Dodgers. And by the way, earlier today, this popped up on the Positive EV page. I'm taking the Dodgers minus 3.
Wow.
Yes.
You
I think it's going to be a great play.
Made me look like a chump saying minus 1.5.
yeah, no kidding, man. Jeez.
I don't know what to tell you. You guys don't like it? What do you think?
I mean, who knows, really? I mean, who knows?
Minus 2.
Yeah, I mean, they went 8-0. It looks like it was the smartest pick in the world, you know?
Right.
-2, -2.5, and -3 were all on the Positive EV page when I did my video this morning.
I mean, you look at in August so far, 7-3 win, 10-1, 8-2, 10-5, 8-2, 13-7. The majority of their wins actually have been by 4 or more runs in August. So, I mean, technically it's not really as bad. It doesn't seem as bad as you think. Oh, well, the 2 games against Arizona, they won by 1 run or
Right.
2 runs last night. And then 1 run the night before. But outside of that, I mean, 2 of the 3 of the 4 games against the Padres in San Diego, they won by 5+ runs. So, I mean, I'm not against it. I mean, if there was value on the -3 earlier, then I would have jumped on it then, probably and sprinkled. So,
Block versus Kershaw tonight.
yeah. I mean, the good thing was with this Dodgers team is they can score late even, they're known to do that. So anytime you got the Dodgers and usually you look at the 7th inning and you're like, crap, your bet's not looking as good. If you got a team minus 1.5 or on the money line, whatever. With the Dodgers, it could be 8th inning and they're down 2 runs. And the next thing you know, they're up 4. It's like,
They score runs in bunches and they score them late.
They can. They do score them late. They can score them. I mean, they can score at any time. But yeah, late. That's been one of their big things. Is scoring.
That was the way it was last year too. And Betts and Freeman,
they're right at the center of it always.
Yeah, they're on fire. So that's my pick. Dodgers -3. Who wants next?
I'll be happy to go. I can't really lose with this because if the play loses, then you can just blame Bob and Mike for this one. But the Cardinals at plus 1.5 against the Rays. This only has a 0.71% edge on the positive EV tool. We can get a plus 100 over at Caesars, at least out here in the desert we can. But I love these plays because it's 10 cents a market width, so it's really tight. And so I love it because, when you talk about main line, money line, and run line plays, especially with baseball guys, you're not normally going to see massive expected value percentages, especially on main line plays. So the smallest edge, even if it is small on a main line play, is excellent because then that you're getting a really sharp play. So Cardinals plus 1.5. Bob, when he puts the slip together, might not be able to get it at plus 100, but for my Arizona people, you can at Caesars right now.
Right, but it doesn't matter because we're putting a parlay together and we're already up to plus 298.
Yeah, I don't mind that play. I mean, obviously Tampa Bay losing McClanahan hurts them bad. I mean, that's detrimental for them. And obviously, looking at this game tonight, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the Cardinals win it outright. To be honest, So
this is Liberatore versus a Rosarina game, man. Liberatore's pitching tonight, so
yeah, two guys traded for each other, so that'll be interesting. But yeah, I like it. I'll roll with it.
Okay, and don't blame us if the pick loses.
Well, I mean,
the homer game.
Blame the guy who picked it. All right.
You better hope the Dodgers win by 4+ tonight.
I know. I actually I feel really confident in that pick with Kershaw on the mound. And you know what, Mike? I'll worry about mine. You worry about yours. What do you got, big guy?
Oh, big guy, huh? Man, I don't know whether to take that as a compliment or take offense to it, but yeah, I think I know what I think I'll take offense to it since you said it. There you go. Coming from you.
Take it to the bank. Let's go.
All right. Looking at this short slate tonight, I am going to look at this Kansas City Boston game.
I knew it.
And I think I'm going to go ahead and go with the under 10.5 here.
Okay.
Cox and Paxton on the mound. Pretty good pitching matchup.
Mm-hmm.
Two of these 3 games so far would have been under that. So I think that we'll roll with the under 10.5 in Boston, Kansas City tonight.
All right. So let me see what I can get this at, and I'll decide whether we're going to give away 25 or $50 tonight. But yes, I love it. And that'll get us up to plus 659 on Bet Rivers. So what we got here, folks, is we got the Dodgers on an alternate run line -3. We got the Cardinals plus 1.5 on the run line and under 10.5 total runs between the Royals and the Red Sox. So there you go. You guys are going to take over for a little bit while I go take care of putting this all together. Oh, yeah. I don't think the Rays lose, but we'll see. Justin, incredible fantasy. Justin, you're probably right.
Well, yeah, I mean, truthfully, they shouldn't. But
But we're plus 1.5.
Yeah.
So they can win, and we still win.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Where was that play on Fliff I just saw? So Kershaw under 6.5 strikeouts. I know we're on the Dodgers heavy, but I don't mind this play at minus 130 on Fliff.
He's coming off the IL too, right?
Exactly. Well, yeah. And I mean, just looking at this line compared to everywhere else, it's pretty obvious that minus 130 is really good on Fliff. So I want to jump on that again. That he's probably going to be right around that number. He's going to be somewhere between 5 and 7, 8 strikeouts. So we got value on the under 6.5. Let's roll with it. Who knows, truthfully, but it does help. I do like the fact that he is coming off of the IL, so we'll take that. I'm going to put a half a unit on that one.
Okay. I'm going to do something here on these picks, and I'm actually going to change that
I'm going to
because
lock
I
that
want to
in.
use it. Oh, hang on. I just want to use a.
Hey, hanging on. I'm locking that in.
Okay. I want to add this 15% parlay bonus on BetMGM. So I'm actually going to change that to -2.5 instead of -3 because BetMGM is not offering that, and I want to use the boost. So it will be, though, it's going to be $25.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I'm fine with that. Yeah, that's cool. I'm going to put my recommended filters on here real quick. Here's one beautiful. Turned those on. I didn't have those on. Was just scanning what was out there without my recommended filters on. I turned them on, and I do find this one a little high market width, but again, doesn't scare me. Aaron Nola over 5.5 strikeouts at -140. You can see what every other market kind of prices this at. Majority of them in the -170, 180 range or worse. So I think that this is a solid one. Nola's a big-time strikeout pitcher anyway. Washington sucks. So let's roll with it.
No hit last night. We had a no-hitter, man. They just got no hit last night.
That's right.
Yeah.
So,
right.
They're not
as
going
the
to be
kids would say, the vibes are high right now.
Yeah. I'd say so.
Yeah, Nola definitely like that. Big strikeout guy.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and one thing I love also too about that play, Mike, is because I went back and I exported all my bets in 2023 and really did a deep dive into player prop bets, and I made over 225 bets on player prop bets that had over a 2% edge in baseball, and I've made over $1,000. So I've noticed that anything under 1.5%, maybe I haven't done so well on, but over 1.5% and better, it's been well. So the fact that it has over 2% edge gives me a lot of confidence.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what everybody's got to do is their own individual person is find out what you're if you are having success with plays that are, under 1.5%, then go ahead. Don't be scared. Go ahead. But if you aren't, try to evaluate what's working, what's not, what specific markets. Like for me, player strikeouts in particular have been profitable for me. Again, maybe somebody else says not for me. I get killed on them. For me, they've been profitable on since last year. Even this year been good too for me. So anything on the positive EV page, you'll notice I take a lot of player strikeouts. And again, that's because I like to get my variance out where I know I've had success. And again, like Billy said, this is over 2% edge. That's pretty solid. High market width, but again, doesn't scare me. 2% edge. We saw the play and what every other market had that at. So you got to jump on it. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to look at it as what do I want to get this pick at? If everybody else is getting it on, let's look at what was it? Caesars.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at Caesars. If you're betting it on Caesars at -188, I mean, doesn't that make you mad if you find out oh my God, people on Fliff? I mean, there's people. I mean, Caesars is an illegal online sports betting state. Fliff, people in non-legal states can bet on that. So, you know what I mean? It's my gosh, everybody on Fliff is getting a hell of a deal. I'm ripping myself off if I'm betting on Caesars, or FanDuel or DraftKings. It's that should make you mad. You should be you know what? I'm gonna use Fliff and I'm gonna make sure that I get that kind of price.
Yeah. To make your $100, you only have to put up 140. Where if you had Caesars, you have to put up 188. So it's a $48 difference, guys, for the same bet. So
exactly, and the only way to look at that is you are getting ripped off if you're taking Aaron Nola over 5.5 strikeouts. I love it. I mean, again, we can talk about for baseball reasons, yada yada yada. Great play, yes, but if you're betting this on FanDuel, not smart. If you're betting this on DraftKings, not smart. Betting this on Bet Rivers, not smart. You got to bet this on Fliff at -140 because why the heck would you risk 40 plus more dollars to win the same amount that you're going to
Bob and Mike,
do?
I was going to say, you guys would agree that if you don't have Fliff and you want to make this play, don't bet it unless you have Fliff, because there's no value at all to this.
No. Yeah, if you're like, I got DraftKings and FanDuel, stay away.
Justin, where are you at, Justin? That Fliff is not available, because it's available in every state except for the state of Washington, from what I understand. So, all right, Mike, that is sent to you. I'm going to remove your.
Yeah, I got your screenshot, Bob. It says open bets 29. Holy cow, Bob.
Yeah, those are a bunch of golf bets, man.
Yeah.
There's 20 golf bets in there.
I love it.
Okay. And
that means you've been busy. I mean, that's not even really a ton.
No, it's not a ton at all. All right. I want to share my screen here real quick, because I've got something to discuss with Billy, and it has to do with the bet tracker. And I want to show you something down here. All right. And obviously, when you get a lot of data, I've got over 8,200 bets. Okay. You're getting a lot of data. That's why it's so important to put these bets in there. There's $8,100 worth of positive EV profit. But if I go down here, this is one of my favorite graphs to look at. It is the odds range 1 graph. And if you take a look, this is between minus 100 and minus 200. Okay. This doesn't mean just minus 100. It's any bet that's in between minus 100 and minus 200. As you see, the graph goes from minus 100, plus 100, plus 200, minus 100, minus 200, minus 300. As you can see, we don't make any bets up there. We've only had a couple of minus 200s, and they both lost. But, and then we have these plus 100 bets. This is between plus 100 and plus 200. Look at the plus 100 and plus 200 range. 1626 win, 1683 lost. But come up here and look at the minus 100, the minus 200 range, 2621, 1843 lost. That's where I'm making the majority of my money. And I'm very interested, Billy, whether you look at that aspect of your betting at all. What odds are the most likely for you to bet and hit?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great question. And it's, for anyone that's kind of seeing that graphic there and doesn't understand then how Mimi Bob is profitable, that's basically where we're all profitable. We all do bet that minus, 101 to minus 200s, but really the value is betting in the underdogs, because the sportsbook have them mispriced and they're more of a favorite than they are of an underdog. And then we're getting a higher payout because we're taking advantage of those. So that's why you'll see so many people's Pickett screenshots. They have from a win-loss record, they have more losses than wins. And you're like, well, how are they making money? Well, that's because we're betting on underdogs and we're making a lot of money based off of the discrepancy in the odds. So if you don't understand that, we have great resources at OddsJam with betting educations and tools and links to kind of help you understand that. And a lot of calculators, like an odds converter calculator, to help you understand that a little better. But yeah, well, if you looked at my chart, it'd be the same as far as the minus 100 and plus 100 range. That's where 95% of my bets, that's where I live. And but I think we all end up betting on more underdogs than we do favorites, even if there may be plus 115 or plus 125 bets.
A lot of mine same way. You'll look at a bet, I'm getting minus 105, but every other book has it like minus 120, minus 130. So I'm getting underdog value on a play that's favored to hit on most books, and those are the plays I love going for. When I see that not only is it favored on every book, but I'm actually getting underdog value on it, on a play that's favored to hit. So it's like that. I love those. Right. But again, maybe it's worth looking into. I mean, data is data. You can use it for your own benefit. Maybe you do look at that and it helps guide you a little bit. But I think if you pay attention to specific markets that you have success with, that will help a lot too.
Oh, yeah. No two ways about it. I just think the odds very, very interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So our boy here, Justin, is
He's
he
in
said
British Columbia.
he's a BC boy. Yes,
Yeah.
British Columbia. So we're going to go here real quick. You can actually go down to resources down here and go to promotions, and we can see what books he does have available. So here's my suggestion, Justin. If you haven't gone here, and if you're not in these books, and he's right, he doesn't have a lot to choose from. Join them now. Like, for instance, Tony Bet gets you a $350 deposit match. Sports Interaction, Stake, there's a 200% deposit bonus. There's some good ones. You can get Underdog. Doesn't look like they've got anything promo wise. Looks like SS Bets get you $20. So you can go there to look at what is available for you.
Yeah, and use those links. It'll help you using those links, just getting to any of the promotions and offers that they have, Justin, and start getting in some of them if you're not already. I mean, the Fantasy Optimizer definitely seems like a tool that you would be able to utilize pretty well based upon the books that you have there. And obviously, the Fantasy Optimizer is less expensive than the outright positive EV plan. So good news for you is you do have the option to use the optimizer and hammer Underdog and Thrive and things like that.
Right. Absolutely. So, Billy, let's share your screen. Once you pull up the optimizer, and we're going to pull up my Prize Picks account, and you're just going to kind of take over here with let's put a 5-picker together here for tonight.
There is a lot of green on the optimizer right now for sure. Let me know if you can see it.
Well, we should be able to anytime soon. Maybe.
Yep, there we go.
There it is.
All right.
There it is.
Just whip me up some plays.
You guys are fans of NFL football. If you ever heard of that before, it's back now. Bob, I don't know if this fight here, this UFC fight, this isn't going to occur tonight, obviously. So do we want to bypass this one on a slip for tonight?
Let's bypass it.
We can get that catch. Yeah. I'm going to make one. I mean, obviously, guys, when we're going through the optimizer, you want to go at the very top and just take the top plays. They have the highest percentage chance to hit. I'm interested to see how this gentleman does. So I'd like to include him in the slip, CJ Stroud over on his passing yards tonight for the Houston Texans. That's a Billy C special. So when we only hit 4 out of 5 and not CJ Stroud, you can reach out to me on Twitter and let me know I'm an idiot. But
I like it.
That's mine.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we're definitely putting CJ in there. Webb and Zap. Is it Zap, Mike?
Yep.
Bailey Zappi. Yeah.
Zappy. Okay.
Yeah.
You have both of those in there on the receiving yards.
Yeah.
For Raleigh Webb, under 22.5 receiving yards.
The only tough part, I like this because there's obviously positive correlation because we think that Webb would be on the field when Zappy's on the field, but obviously, I don't think any of us are astute on the depth chart for the Patriots, so we don't. Maybe Zappy plays first half, Webb plays second half. Tough to say.
Right. So which one do you want to take?
Mike, any preference?
I definitely think the under passing yards is one that I would lean towards. I know that's not a ton, but we know he's not going to play a ton either. And whereas with Webb, 22.5 receiving yards definitely seems like that could be doable with a couple of catches. So I would roll with that one.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you
One
completely.
thing I'll mention too for sure, guys, is also if you guys want to do some middle betting, over on underdog, you could see Webb's lines at 19.5. So you would take the over on a 3-pick play at -122, just like you take Zappy's over at 97.5. And if you want to have some serious sweats, hope that Zappy lands at like 100 yards, so you have the over and the under here. I mean, that's a real sweat.
Right.
So if you want to make some slips to counter that on underdog, that can be some fun too.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. What are we going to go with next? Because we got 2 picks.
Well, yeah. So I guess I'm not against Jackson Smith and Jigba, rooting for the young buck. I'm not an Ohio State fan, though. I make 2 plays for Ohio State guys, but
okay,
his receiving yard, and I do know that the Vikings defense is going to be garbage this year, and but I mean, I don't know how long they're going to have their starters. So you could even see Koback as well. I don't know if you guys see this as positive correlation just in terms of yardage with both. But it could be an all NFL slip tonight if you want it to be.
It very well could, and I would roll with both of those plays. I mean, again, not I mean, that 20.5 is not a big number. It definitely looks like lines are ripping towards Seattle, having a decent enough offensive night. And you're right, Minnesota's defense is awful. I would roll with them.
I like it.
Okay.
So then does that mean we're going to go down to Addison over on receiving yards too? Because that would be the next one. We've already got Stroud in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. It's an all NFL slip, and it does look like there's some WNBA plays. There's a lot of green right now. So, again, for the sake of getting one entry out for the show, we'll roll with that. But there's potential for multiple entries here, which you want to do. You don't want to just do one entry and then it loses and you say, well, this thing sucks. Well, no, you got to get multiple entries out. So for the show entry, yeah, let's roll with that. I like it. Just know if you're using the optimizer that I wouldn't just get one entry out a day. If you're looking to make some money and be profitable, I would continue to spread my money on multiple entries. Keep yourself, in it for the long term. Don't put all your money on 1 or 2 entries, trying to win big and on one entry or something, just spread your variance out, bankroll management, all that good stuff that we try to teach here at OddsJam. And get yourself some entries out.
Because if you guys think that there's variance in positive expected value betting, the variance is even crazier when it comes to prize picks and underdog and these types of
absolutely.
Lower your betting size quite a bit, guys, and be responsible with it.
All right,
exactly.
So I have a 4-pick entry free that I'm going to apply this to right now.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean,
make the executive decision, Bob. Then who you want out on the 5 picks?
Yeah. So I've got 4 picks right now, and I just made a 4-pick entry that was free. So now I need one more pick to make my 5-pick come through. And you know what? I'm just going to get off of the NFL slate and go right to Sophie Cunningham.
Okay.
Or, you know what, though? We've got Jay-Z here on Map Kills. Gosh, darn it. You know how much I love this.
I mean,
you know I love this stuff, right?
Oh, yeah. I know you like some League of Legends.
Mm-hmm.
League of Legends.
Oh, that's not League of Legends.
CSGO, baby.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's not League of Legends.
That's right. And it's map 3
Bob's staying up till 2 a.m. to watch the matches. That's where he's locked in.
That's
Absolutely.
right. I can't get up for the coffee show half the time.
That's right.
Yeah. We gotta add that one there for sure. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We have done that. What else you guys got? I'm gonna remove you here. Your screen share there.
Last thing I'll share, because I think it's something that's really important, guys. And I'm going to sound like a little bit of an ass, but if you are serious about making money on sports, obviously use the OddsJam Bet Tracker. Put all of your bets in the Bet Tracker. And then if you're constantly doing that and you see like Bob's numbers where he has over 8,000 bets, it's not sexy, it's not fun, but take a day and take a half an hour and export all that information and then look through that in Excel to see certain categories of money line plays and your odds, your EV percentage, how well or not well are you doing? Because otherwise you're never actually going to learn from all the bets that you made in the past. That's what historical data is for, to try to help you for the future. So when you get down over 100 bets in a certain category, it's still in data, it's a small sample size, but man, it can really help you guys out in the long run.
Very well said. Very well said.
Yeah, 100%. You got to put in a little bit of work. You can't just take it, you can't just expect it's all. I mean, it can work itself out, but you definitely want to, if you want to continue to get better and make more money, you got to do what Billy said, and you got to evaluate all the data that you have in front of you to help pinpoint where you're having your success at. And it's just going to help you more for the long term. And it's going to help you entering a new seat, like say your first baseball season was this year using OddsJam. Well, use that data that you have for this past season, apply it going into next season, and it can help you then, just like with NFL for me. Used OddsJam NFL season last year. I've got all the data and everything on NFL. Now I know how I'm going to attack this season. So, it's as simple as that, guys.
Yeah, and you know what? The Bet Tracker has plenty of information.
Yeah.
I mean, like a ton.
Wow.
So it's there. And, the other thing that you can do also, you can actually go into the Bet Tracker portion and you can filter out what you've won, what you've lost, what's pending, what's refunded, all that stuff. Okay. You can use your filters in the Bet Tracker too. I suggest you do that, because if you really want some detail, you can get down to some real detail with OddsJam like nobody else. All right, guys, that was a great show. That's 37 minutes, and it went by in a hurry.
It did.
It must have been because I wasn't talking that much, huh?
That could be. I'm not gonna lie.
You two got along really well today, too. Yeah,
I got to tell you.
We did. We got along great today.
I got to tell you something, though, okay?
Oh, well, here we
were
go.
in St. Louis, I missed my cowbell.
Oh.
I missed my cowbell, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
This history has been made. I think we got through a whole show without Bob insulting me.
Woo!
He called you big.
Yeah, he did.
It was close.
Yeah.
Mike, you hear that rhythm and how in time it is? Maybe you'll learn how to do that one of these days. All right, we'll see you later.
So much
folks.
for that.